What if I told you there are 3 secret words that could change your life? Not tomorrow, not next year, but starting today. People all over the world are using them to attract success, love, and even money. And the best part? You already know the words. You just don't know their true power, yet. Imagine achieving success effortlessly by repeating just 3 secret words. Words so simple, yet so powerful, they've been quietly shaping destinies for centuries. Hidden in ancient texts, whispered in the teachings of spiritual masters, and echoed in modern science, these words are the key you've been searching for. What if the key to winning in life is simpler than you think? No complex rituals. No expensive tools. Just a few seconds of intention and repetition that could unlock the reality you've always dreamed of. In this video, you're going to discover what those 3 secret words are, why they're so powerful according to both ancient wisdom and neuroscience, and how to use them in your daily life so success comes not with struggle, but ease. These aren't just affirmations. They are commands to your subconscious, and when used correctly, they can rewire your mind for unstoppable confidence, attraction, and achievement. You'll also hear a lesser-known story of a man who transformed his entire life with just one of these words, and no one believed him until they saw the results. If you've ever felt like you're stuck, like success is always just out of reach, this could be the missing piece. But here's the catch, you need to stay until the end. Because the last word might surprise you the most. And how you use them together makes all the difference. So take a deep breath. Get ready to learn something that most people will never know. And when you do, you'll realize, winning doesn't have to be hard. It just has to be aligned. Welcome to Bright Mind Within, where your thoughts shape your world. If you're ready to awaken your true power, hit that subscribe button and let's begin. There's a reason why the most successful people in the world talk about affirmations. They're not just positive phrases you whisper to feel better. Affirmations are actually tools to reshape your internal programming, the thoughts, beliefs, and habits that run silently in the background of your life. Science tells us that the brain doesn't know the difference between imagination and reality. When you say something with belief and repetition, your brain begins to accept it as fact. That's where the magic starts. What you affirm repeatedly, you begin to believe. And what you believe, you start to act on, whether you realize it or not. This is why powerful affirmations are used by athletes, CEOs, artists, and even spiritual leaders. They're simple, but they shift your mindset. They tune your frequency, so to speak, to match the reality you want to create. Dr. Joe Dispenza, a neuroscientist and best-selling author, teaches that your thoughts and feelings literally create your personal reality. According to him, the words you speak don't just affect your mood, they send signals to your brain, triggering changes in your body and even influencing your future. That's not just motivation. That's neuroplasticity at work. Bob Proctor, a legendary voice in personal development, also emphasized the role of affirmations. He believed that if you can speak it, you can attract it. Words are more than sounds, they're vibrations of intention. Repeat the right ones, and they begin to attract the circumstances you desire. So when we talk about 3 secret words that help you win effortlessly, we're not talking fantasy, we're talking mindset engineering. These aren't just hopeful ideas. They are backed by real transformations, shared by people who used them and changed their lives from the inside out. Words are more powerful than we realize. They don't just fill space in a conversation, they shape our inner world. Every word you speak sends a signal to your brain. It tells your mind what to focus on, what to expect, and even how to feel. That's why a simple phrase like "I can't" can create anxiety, while "I will" can spark confidence and strength almost instantly. Think about it, when someone compliments you, you feel good. When they criticize you, your mood can drop in seconds. That reaction isn't just emotional. It's biological. Words influence the brain's chemistry, triggering hormones that affect your emotions, focus, and decisions. Over time, repeated words become beliefs. And beliefs shape everything: your actions, your habits, and your outcomes. This is where affirmations come into play. They're not just motivational fluff. They're statements that program your subconscious mind, which is the part of you that runs about 95% of your daily behavior. When you repeat a phrase like "I am confident," even if you don't feel that way at first, your brain begins to accept it through repetition. And the subconscious starts adjusting your actions to match that belief. Neuroscientists have discovered that the brain is like a computer. It listens to the commands you give it, especially repeated ones. If those commands are negative, like "I'll never succeed," your subconscious will work to make that true. But if you feed it empowering, intentional words, you begin to rewrite those internal programs. Every time you repeat powerful words with emotion and focus, you create new neural pathways. These are real, physical changes in the brain. And the more you use these pathways, the stronger they become. Slowly, the old patterns fade, and new ones take over. This is how transformation begins, not with action, but with a simple word. Let's now look at the 3 secret words, words that may seem simple, but hold deep, transformative power when used with intention. The first is "I am." These 2 words are among the most powerful you will ever speak. Why? Because whatever follows them becomes your identity. When you say "I am strong," or "I am worthy," you're not just describing yourself, you're shaping your reality. The subconscious mind listens closely to "I am" statements. It doesn't question them, it accepts them as truth. That's why negative phrases like "I am a failure" can be so damaging, while positive ones can build a new self-image. "I am" defines who you are becoming, moment by moment. The second word is "I can." This is the voice of belief. "I can" challenges doubt. It pushes back against fear and opens the door to possibilities. When you say "I can do this," even if the task seems hard, you're telling your brain to find a way instead of an excuse. It activates the part of your mind that looks for solutions. Studies have shown that people who believe they can do something, even before they have all the skills, are more likely to succeed than those who think they can't, no matter their talent. "I can" builds capability through belief. The third word is "I will." This is where action is born. "I will" is not just hope, it's a declaration. It means you're not waiting for the right moment. You're creating it. When you say "I will succeed," your mind begins organizing your behavior to match that statement. It fuels motivation, consistency, and effort. It's a promise to yourself that you are not just dreaming, you're doing. Each of these words carries a different kind of energy. And when used together, they form a personal power statement that can move you from doubt to belief, and from belief to reality. To make these affirmations truly work, you need to turn them into a daily habit. The power of "I am," "I can," and "I will" grows with repetition, emotion, and timing. Saying them once won't change your life, but saying them every day with focus can shift your entire mindset. Start with your morning routine. Before checking your phone or diving into your day, take a quiet moment. Stand in front of a mirror, look into your own eyes, and say, "I am enough. I can do great things. I will succeed today." You don't need a long script. Just speak the words slowly, with intention. Feel them. This sets the tone for your entire day. Your brain becomes alert, ready to act with purpose instead of reacting to stress. Use these affirmations before any challenging task. Whether it's a job interview, an exam, or a tough conversation, pause and repeat. "I am prepared. I can handle this. I will give my best." These simple phrases calm the nervous system and boost your confidence. They help shift your focus from fear to belief. Your body responds, and you walk in stronger. When self-doubt creeps in, speak the words out loud or in your mind. "I am not my fear. I can grow. I will overcome this." You're not trying to erase doubt, you're choosing to speak a stronger truth over it. Even in quiet moments, these affirmations act like anchors, pulling you back to your power. You can also write them down in a journal every night. Repetition through writing strengthens the message in your subconscious. The more familiar your mind becomes with these words, the more it begins to live by them, even without you realizing it. Many people who've used these affirmations, I am, I can, and I will, have seen real, meaningful change in their lives. These aren't just feel-good words. They're words that spark transformation, one thought at a time. Take Sarah, for example. She was stuck in a cycle of self-doubt and fear. Every time she tried something new, she'd talk herself out of it. Then, she started using a simple daily practice. Every morning, she stood in front of the mirror and said, I am capable. I can learn. I will grow. At first, it felt awkward. But within weeks, she noticed her behavior shifting. She spoke up more at work, applied for opportunities she would have avoided, and even launched a side project she had been putting off for years. Then there's Jamal, a college student who struggled with anxiety before exams. He began repeating, I am focused. I can remember everything I need. I will succeed. He didn't just feel more confident, his grades improved. He said the affirmations helped calm his mind and keep him centered, especially when the pressure felt overwhelming. Maria, a single mother, shared that using these 3 words helped her during one of the hardest years of her life. She was juggling work, raising kids, and dealing with personal challenges. Her daily affirmation became, I am strong. I can handle today. I will not give up. She said it every day, even when she didn't believe it at first. But slowly, she started feeling it. And when she felt it, she lived it. These stories aren't rare. Thousands of people across the world use these affirmations as silent guides. Not to fake confidence, but to build it, one word at a time. Because real change begins not in the world around us, but in the words we tell ourselves every single day. If there's one thing to take away, it's this: these 3 words only work if you do. Not once. Not just when you feel motivated. But every single day. The real power of I am, I can, and I will lies in your willingness to repeat them consistently, until they become a part of who you are. It doesn't matter if you feel silly in the beginning. Most people do. What matters is that you keep showing up. These words are like seeds. Plant them daily in your mind, and they'll grow. Skip a day, and the soil dries up. But water them with belief, attention, and repetition, and they'll start to shape how you think, how you feel, and how you act. Make it simple. Start your mornings by speaking these words out loud. Say them when you're brushing your teeth. Write them in your journal. Whisper them before you sleep. Use them when you're stuck in traffic, waiting in line, or doubting yourself before a big step. Don't worry about how dramatic the change is at first. That's not the point. The point is to keep going, even on days when nothing seems to change. Because those are the days that matter most. That's when your subconscious is listening the closest. You're not trying to become someone else. You're reminding yourself of who you've always been underneath the fear, the doubt, and the noise of the world. You are enough. You can overcome. You will succeed. These are not empty words. They are the truth, waiting for you to believe it deeply enough to live by them. So start today. Say them. Feel them. Mean them. Then watch how life starts to respond. Let's quickly recap what we've explored today. You've learned how just 3 simple words, I am, I can, and I will, hold the power to transform your mindset, your habits, and your life. These aren't just phrases. They are affirmations that reprogram your subconscious, build confidence, and move you from self-doubt to self-belief. We looked at how these words influence your thoughts, emotions, and actions, and how they've been used by powerful minds like Dr. Joe Dispenza and Bob Proctor. You've also seen how real people have used these affirmations to rise above fear, challenges, and limitations. You now know exactly how to use these words in your daily life, during your morning routine, before facing a challenge, or when self-doubt whispers in your ear. And most importantly, you understand that consistency is key. Say them daily. Feel them deeply. Let them shape your inner world. Because here's the truth, your words shape your reality. Choose them wisely. If this video inspired you or gave you a new perspective, make sure to like it and subscribe to our channel Bright Mind Within for more content that helps you unlock your highest potential. Thanks for watching, and remember, you are powerful, you can achieve great things, and you will create the life you deserve.